Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra rumors are picking up steam now that Samsung's major phone launches for the year are in the rearview mirror, and now that its competitors have launched their fall phones too. It's time to focus on what Samsung has planned for 2024, and the Galaxy S24 Ultra figures to be the best phone in Samsung's arsenal. The big challenge for Samsung will be finding ways to improve upon the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which delivered top performance, outstanding battery life, and the best cameras we have seen on any phone in the past year. But early Galaxy S24 Ultra rumors suggest that there is plenty to be excited about. In addition to the possibility of a more powerful chip like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, we are hearing that the Galaxy S24 Ultra could introduce further camera improvements, highlighted by a more powerful telephoto lens. Samsung could also be considering an increase to the refresh rate of the phone's 6.8-inch display, as well as a new stacked battery approach that could make the phone last even longer on a charge. Drawing on some early Galaxy S24 leaks, along with rumors specific to the Ultra model, here is what we have heard so far about the Galaxy S24 Ultra, along with what we hope to see from Samsung's premium handset. Samsung's had a busy year. The Galaxy S23 lineup arrived in February 2023, with the mid-range Galaxy A54 making its debut a few months later. Now that the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Galaxy Z Flip 5 launches have happened, Samsung can turn its full attention to the Galaxy S24 models, including the S24 Ultra. Galaxy S phones tend to debut in the first 3 months of a new year, with Samsung recently favoring a February announcement to introduce us its latest flagships. With that in mind, we would have expect to see the Galaxy S24 Ultra debut alongside the rest of the S24 lineup in February 2024. But Samsung may have different Galaxy S24 release date plans. One early leak claims that Samsung may bring the launch event forward by about a month in response to the apparent success of the iPhone 15. The latest word on this is that the phone could launch in mid to late January, with a report out of Korea specifically pointing to January 17 as the likely date for a Galaxy Unpacked 2024 event to be held in Sanjou's Caliph. The emergence of regulator feelings for the phones points to an imminent launch too. It's too early to talk Galaxy S24 Ultra pricing. Our biggest wish is that Samsung holds the line on pricing, or even finds a way to lower the cost of the phone from the Galaxy S23 Ultra's $1,200 starting price. Given all the premium features Samsung packs into that model, plus the rising cost of smartphone parts, though a price cut would be a long shot. We would happy to just see the same $1,200 starting price, especially in light of rumored price hikes that surfaced before the Galaxy S23's launch earlier this year. It's also worth noting that Samsung rivals Apple and Google raised price on their top-of-the-line phones this fall with the respective release of the iPhone 15 Pro Max and Pixel 8 Pro. With Samsung introducing the Ultra's design across the Galaxy S23 lineup this year, and even making its lower-cost Galaxy A phones look a lot like the Ultra, we didn't expect a radical design change for the Galaxy S24 Ultra. However, that could change with the introduction of bezels to the main display. Samsung clearly likes the look of having a row of camera lenses descending vertically down the back of its phones, and is likely to stick with that approach. One potential change to the Galaxy S24 Ultra design could involve the materials Samsung uses. Multiple leakers tip the upcoming phone to swap out Samsung's Armor aluminum for titanium sides, with the Ultra seemingly guaranteed to get it, with the other two models in the lineup possibly getting it too. One such report from leaker IC Universe claims that will help the Galaxy S24 Ultra weigh less than the S23 Ultra by as much as a gram. For color option, the 4 rumored basic color could be black, grey, violet and yellow, plus Samsung store exclusive colors of orange, light blue and light green. Concept designs based on CAD information give us an idea of what the Galaxy S24 Ultra might look like, and the answer is a lot like the Galaxy S23 Ultra. One difference could be more squared off edges according to designs posted by Technizo Concept. Alleged dummies of the new Galaxy S24 phones suggest a couple of potential modifications to the S24 Ultra's design compared to the S23 Ultra. Its edges may be squarer, reducing the curve of the display and back panel, and its cameras may be resized to accommodate changes to the sensors being used. The last few Ultra models have featured a 6.8-inch panel, one of the largest screens you can get on a phone that doesn't fold. We'd expect Samsung to stick with that 6.8-inch display for the Galaxy S24 Ultra. The leaker Ice Universe claims that Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra will reach a peak brightness of 2500 nits. That's 750 nits brighter than the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is rated for a peak brightness of 1750 nits. The biggest display change could be to its refresh rate. Since the Galaxy S20 Ultra, that giant display has been capable of a 120Hz refresh rate. More recent models have been able to scale down to 1Hz when the activity on screen is more static. The Galaxy S24 Ultra could mix that up by increasing its maximum refresh rate to 144Hz. That claim comes from the Sam Lover rumors site in a post containing several supposed details about next year's top Samsung phone. There are other devices out there with a 144Hz displays, though most of them are gaming phones. Given that Samsung likes to tout the gaming capabilities of its Ultra model, the fast processor, the big display, the internal cooling system designed to cut down on performance lags, it's not that big a stretch to imagine the S24 Ultra adopting this particular feature. Given how thin Galaxy S24 Ultra rumors are at this point, that leaves an awful lot of room for us to fill in the blanks with features we hope to see. After all, as capable a phone as the Galaxy S23 Ultra may be, there are still some areas that Samsung could stand to improve. The new S Pen capabilities. Samsung added S Pen support with the release of the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and by the time the S22 Ultra arrived, it figured out how to include storage for the stylus within the phone's design. S Pen improvements with the Galaxy S23 Ultra were non-existent too, as Samsung focused on other areas. We hope the Galaxy S24 Ultra lavishes more attention on the S Pen, adding support for new capabilities. This could include new S Pen, AR actions, or possibly remote control over additionally Galaxy S23 Ultra functions. Faster charging. The Galaxy S23 Ultra remained stuck on 45-watt charging even as other Android phones, most notably devices like the OnePlus 11, let you top off your phone much faster. We'd like to see charging speeds more befitting of a phone with an Ultra name. We mentioned this above, but we are hoping that whatever changes Samsung introduced to the Galaxy S24 Ultra aren't accompanied by a change in price. That goes for our friends in other parts of the world who did wind up paying more for the Galaxy S23 Ultra as Samsung adjusted for currency fluctuations. While Ultra models boost more than their fair share of premium capabilities, $1,200 remains a steep price for a smartphone. Samsung would do well to remember that even the best phones can't cost so much that they are out of reach for most shoppers.